Hi, this is Stacy or Stacky Scraps, and today I'm presenting you with a brand new tiny tutorial all about the basics of the align and visualization functions within Shape Magic. So that is when we're using our Make the Cut software. If we magically select a group of shapes, all the different things we can do to line them up and some of the visual features we have. I'm doing this tutorial for two reasons. First is it was user requested by a few different people. And the second is that there are actually some parts of this that I did not realize were there, and they've saved me a lot of time and made me more efficient, so I'm hoping they can do the same for you. If you'd like to follow along with a written version of this tutorial, it is available at stackyscraps.com. And with that, we're going to start. So let's take a look. What I've done to kind of help us with our visualization today of what we're doing is used 3 circles, all of a different size and a different color, just to give you a good idea of what's going on so you can see everything. The first thing we're going to look at is align center. What that's going to do for us is it's going to take everything and pull it in so that it's in one line. So it's going to pull everything to the left or to the right so that it makes a vertical line in the center. So the green and the red will move a little bit to the right, the blue will move a little bit to the left. I hope that makes sense. Let's do it, so if it doesn't, maybe it'll start to. Let's click here, and you're going to draw a box around and release. Then you're going to right-click, Shape Magic, Align, Center. And see how that pulls them all into one vertical line up and down, centered across a vertical line up and down? Okay, I'm now going to undo that so we can see what the next function does. The next function is stack, and what this function does is it centers it both ways, is how I think of it. So it's going to put everything centered this way and this way. So it's going to pull everything in together into one area centrally. So we're going to magic select again around, and we're going to right click, and we're going to Shape Magic, Align, Stack. And see how that brought everything in there? And if you look, they're all there, the green, red, and blue. So now with that in mind, I'm going to talk about the rest of the Align menu there, which is right, left, bottom, and top. What this is going to do is it's going to line everything up with whichever edge you choose. So we're going to choose the right edge, and it's going to line everything up, the right side of everything, with this right edge here. So let's magic select and see this blue dotted line here? That's what everything is going to line up with, the right side of everything. So if I right click and I Shape Magic, Align, and right, everything lines up with that. Same would be for left, it would line up over here, top here, bottom down here. So I hope that makes sense as well. And now let's move on to the visualization. This is an area that's exciting for me because I use a lot of this stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about color. So we're actually using the same visualization options that are down here in Object Properties, Color, Visible, and Locked, but now we're able to do them in a group. So that's basically the gist of what I'll be going over, but in case you're not familiar, I will show you exactly what they are. So I'm going to first use color, so I want to make, say, these two things red. So I magic select around the green and blue circle, and I can right click, Shape Magic, Visualization, Color. And I can choose red, and now they're all red. This is great if you're doing a lot of layering. It can save you a lot of time on making 5 or 6 different pieces the same color. So with that in mind, let me go back and tell you about the next thing. The next thing is visibility. So what I want to do is maybe I only want to cut this red circle out. I don't want to cut my other 2 circles out. So I can magic select around them, right click, Shape Magic, Visualization, Visible, and they're no longer visible to the Cricut. Now they are visible on here, we can still see them, but if you look very closely, and I'm going to blow it up max for you, this little red no sign, as I would call it, says that this is no longer visible to the Cricut, so the Cricut will not cut that out. So that can be very nifty. And then the last option is locked. So say I want to not move this red one, or let's do the same two. Say I don't want to move either of these two. I can right click, Shape Magic, Visualization, Lock, and now even if I click on them, I can't move them. It may not seem like it does a lot for you here, but if you're trying to layer this over it, you'll know that you'll never move this bottom one. Also, if they were in a group, it would always pop this to the top now. So that is the end of our tutorial. I hope that helps. I hope you learned a little something. And thank you for staying with me.